A shed update. And did you know I finally had to turn off the fans inside the Ark here, upstairs and downstairs. Finally, in the middle of November, finally got cold enough. I didn't need the fans on. But anyway, a shed update. First up, a Z28 Camaro. Now this is already built up, and you can see some of the glue stains on it. I got this at a thrift store. It's basically about a minute from the house, and I check it every Saturday morning while I'm out. They do get model kits, they get built up stuff, they do get toys, but if the little children's get there first, they like to tear stuff apart. But I found the hood and I found the wheel to it, and it's in good shape. Just other than a couple glue spots. But if you needed a car body, a specific car body, there you have it. I tried to pick this up. Plus, it's cheap because I bought a bunch of other stuff that went with it, so I maybe got it for a quarter. But anyway, I do like vintage models. Do like old built-up models because they can be used for anything. But anyway, we're gonna go try to find a. I think we got a Camaro up there. We'll shove that in there, and we'll have a twofer in the kit. Up next, Richard Petty. Now, a lot of y'all have seen me build this one, and I built this one a while back, and I do not own one. And there's a place here in town. They started business in November, and they always have a sale the first weekend in November, and they're 33% off, because that's what I got that off of. But anyway, it was a good buy. 16 scale. I like big kits, so I went ahead and purchased it. Plus Petty's, and I built one, so it was just a full circle. Build one, and now I got one to add to the Ark. But anyway, we're adding Richard Petty's car to the Ark. Another local place here in town, they got in a bunch of Gundam kits, and I'm very, very picky when it comes to Gundam. I have some. If they're real cheap, I'll pick them up, but as you all know, you've probably seen me and my bears and everything, I like different types of Gundams. They had this, and I have no idea who or what it is. There you have it. I don't even know who makes it. I assume it's authentic with the little holographic sticker. But anyway, it's 1/48 scale. It's basically just a bus, but it comes in this cool brown tray box, and the kit itself comes like that. I mean, gorgeous casting on it. If it is resin, really ain't plowed through it. Kind of looks pre-painted, but anyway, I wanted it. It was odd. It's 48 scale. Surely to God, I got some in here that's 48 scale, especially upstairs, that you could use, military stuff in here. But anyway, it's just one of those, I think it's well packaged, and it's just odd. I wish, I bought one set. I think it's that one. So you can get the big giant head in 35th scale. Wish it was bigger, but anyway, I thought, oh, that's a unique piece. I will add Mr. Gundam to the art. Up next, the hobby store gets in. I have a local hobby town, and he gets in Star Wars models since they lifted the ban. They started getting the figures in, because they were getting just the vehicles, and I picked up what I could. Everyone else is buying them too, so I'm kind of, my original plan was I was going to put one in layaway every week until I got them all, but I kind of have to pick what's left. So they had the Shore Trooper. I picked him up because I do not have a Shore Trooper, and I'm slowly, trying to make the figure section of the Bandai kits increase. But anyway, I like the kit. Of course, I like Trooper kits. I know you can paint him that way, and probably some 2 years down the line there'll be another variant of the this type of armor with just different paint job. What's old is new again, all that stuff. But anyway, we're adding the Shore Trooper to the art. Books. This is classic kits by Arthur Ward, and they were really, really cheap, and I really didn't want this one, but I went ahead because I wanted this one first, but I'll explain this. Really cheap. This is basically collecting kits, just like a little guide. It's really a I would say just a quick guide of model companies, not an entire list, and he even says it in the if I can find it here, in the foreword. And it's just I like history, so anyway, development of the kits, and plus it's got real nice pictures of basically how model kits evolved, and how things from toys to models to wood kits, to plastic kits. It varies. It jumps to like accurate miniatures, Hasegawa Hawk, Fowler, which I may have some of that. Eagle, I don't think I got any of them, which I'd like to, again, you got an Eagle kit, which is probably a Frog kit, it's just one of those, they kind of changed it. AMT, go back here, what we got going on here? Classic stuff, that's stuff we like, 70s. The Chimo, I don't think I own, well, I may own Charlie's Angels if it is a small one. But anyway, I love history books, and especially about model building. I don't try to get all of them. I try to get specific ones, because I do have history of, for example, this one's basically the history of Aurora. I got Revell up there, Monogram, a few others. But anyway, we're adding classic kits too. The art, and then last but not least, I wanted to talk. We were talking about history of the books. This is basically the history of Airfix, and this was the main one I really wanted. But it just talks about the very beginning of Airfix. How they started. Basically got into toys and a few other other things. That's just too numerous to mention, but anyway, how they used, Reebok's other kits, plus I like it's full color. You can see all the, I'd like to have that just for the, I know it's a balsa and plastic scale model airplane, but I'd like to have it for the box. But anyway, that's just me. I mean, it's just excellent history lesson here on stuff, and this book made me go buy something that I didn't think was in here, and that is Home Pride Fred and Airfix. And I've been trying to speed reading here, but I guess when they made plastic, they made plastic salt and pepper shakers and flour shakers, and they made him, but he's Home Pride Fred, which basically produced by Airfix, but he's not an Airfix, but he isn't. And I actually found one, and it's a 25th anniversary one. I got one coming, and he's basically 8 inches tall, so he's basically going to be equivalent to joining the ranks with the cats. So we're going to add Airfix Fred here to the Ark, and should get him probably in about a week, so we'll do a video on him as well. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. We're trying to get Airfix Fred here, get him inside the Ark. We're adding a Gundam bust, we're adding Shore Troopers, a Z28, another classic kit collecting book, and Richard Petty's car. So that's what we got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.